Okay, so you just got your new box of red Aspen nails. It's gonna come with everything that you need. I actually use this. You've got your glue, got your nails, got your cuticle pusher. Basically, you wanna follow the directions on the box. Your file, this side is less rough than the blue side. I actually, you can see I don't really have any glue like on my nails. They look pretty nice. So I don't file mine unless I have like excess glue or something on them. At least if I do, I'm gonna use the pink side and make it really light, just get any oils off. But I don't want you to skip this step. Let me show you what happens. I left my nails on for too long and got too much water trapped under them, and I had skipped this alcohol step because I was in a hurry. And I've done that 2 times, and both times when I'd left my nails on for 3 weeks instead of 2 weeks and had skipped the alcohol step, I got my nail turned green. Okay, so I don't want that to happen to you. I've worn these nails for, I don't know, not years now maybe, or months at least, over a year and a half, and only had it happen twice, and both times it's because I skipped that alcohol step and I wore them extra long. And they said people that are like have their hands in dishwasher, like, the sink, washing dishes or changing diapers, which I'm still in that little stage, are more prone to that. So you want to not skip that alcohol step. And then the biggest thing for them lasting long is making sure you have the right size. So when you're looking at them, look at the number, the number of the size, which you can then write down and do it faster and know it next time. It needs to be at the top, not at the base of your cuticle. So the number's on the edge. So if you were to file it off, you'd file, on the side with the number. So a lot of people, because especially if your thumbnail, like see it's a straight line right there, so they want to say, oh, well that, fits right along there. Oh, it's a too big one, but no, to make sure the rounded part's a little bit more round if you're using a square one. That is going to be on your cuticle and the numbers at the top. Why? Because it gets thinner at the bottom. So if you put the thinner side, your nails are going to crack. And it's thinner so that you get that perfect seal. That's what makes them better than like Kiss or Impress nails or something, the stick-on ones, because you're getting a better fit. So I want to make sure that I don't like feel any air when I'm pushing down on those. You don't really worry that much about the length because you can clip them with nail clippers. You can file them. You really want to worry about that it's not too big or too small. And once you do that the first time, like I said, you can write down your sizes. Too small, you will feel, let's show you one that's too small. So I can see that that doesn't go all the way to the edge of my nail. So I know that's too small. It's too small is pretty obvious, but too big may cover the whole thing, but it's going to touch the sides of my fingers, and that's not going to be comfortable. So you want it laying flush. Some people have certain sizes that fit them better. Like my mom has very flat nail beds, and so the petite sizes fit her better, even though she wouldn't think of her nail. Like I can wear the petite, even though my nail beds are pretty wide. They're very short, like you can't see them over the back of your finger, but they are just flatter. So they fit some people better. Some people, the medium ones last better. So if you didn't have great luck with the length that you chose, they do fit slightly differently. So maybe try a different length. Okay, so once you find your sizes, I'd lay them out, and we're gonna apply pinkies first, then ring fingers, then middle fingers, then index fingers, and then your thumbs. Why? So that you have these to work with. So both pinkies, then both this. We're gonna work from the outside in on both hands. Okay, so I'm gonna prep my nails, but I also, so like after I use a pack of nails, like I wore all black, I just keep the extra ones because then you can do mixed manis, and that's what I'm gonna do today is mix up some manicures and do, I was inspired by a look online. By the way, if you don't have Aspen set, I love their setting powder. So I can see, I found one nail that I saw some glue on, so that is one that I'm gonna use with the blue side of my file and really get that glue off. But I don't like to file them unless I see glue on them, just because I don't want to be prone to those, to like opening that top layer of the nail, and then if I get it wet and stuff, that's what's really does it, if you over file them and stuff. So, but you definitely want to get any glue off, because if you don't have a good fit, if you've got like bubbles in your glue, which some people swear by the brush on glue. We also have brush on glue, that way you're getting a really nice even layer. I have that as well, but I'm just looking for any glue, and those are the only ones I'm going to use the blue side on. I really like those little manicure sets that come with the little tool. It kind of looks like a 2-pronged thing. So once I push my cuticles back, which I won't make you watch, if I've got like extra stuff right there, like you can like put it along there and cut them off. I like those. I don't know what those are called. I'm sure there's a name for them. All right, so I'm gonna prep my nails by pushing my cuticles back and redoing. I'm probably just gonna do alcohol again since I just went over some of those. Okay, so now we're ready to glue. You want as much glue as you possibly can without it spilling over. Again, we do have the option of the brush-on glue, but I'm showing you this because it's what comes in your kit. And the brush-on glue ensures you do it evenly, so I'm trying to show about how much I got on there. I'm gonna put some on my natural nail. This is for 2-week wear, and then I'm gonna put some kind of in the middle. See about how much I put? So I'm right in the middle of the dash. I turn it around, try not to touch it. And I'm gonna sit it down at a 45-degree angle into my nail bed. I try to kind of see if there's any excess glue, and if I do, I pull it out with this little corners of this. I also try to push it down once I set it with the glue instead of with my other fingers, because if you've had glue spill out, then you're going to not only put a fingerprint of glue onto the dash, which you won't see as much on something patterned like this, but it also is uncomfortable and then gets glue on your finger. So I'm gonna put that down there. I'm gonna hold it for a good bit, and I kind of rock it back and forth, and that's it. So let's show you kind of the amount again. Kind of see, let's see if you can see. Just kind of rub it around. I'm going almost to the edges. And I'm gonna pick up my dash. See if you can see how much, and put like a little drop in the center. Now it's gonna swirl around, or you can swirl it around. But I'm saying it's gonna spread out when you set it down. But you definitely wanna go, remember the number is at the top, not against your cuticle. And you wanna put it down, you can't see that, at this 45-degree angle. Sorry, this is not a professional video. Just figured, try to show us an application. I want to make sure nothing's spilling out the sides. It's not. Once I know that, then I can continue pushing it down with my finger. But I still like to sometimes be careful, because sometimes you think it's not. And I like to push it down with this once I've placed it. Oh, see, look, I just got some glue on my finger. When you do that, use your blue side. Just foul your skin off, you know? That's how it is. All right, so now we've got our pinkies done, and we want to move on. But yeah, I definitely have some glue somewhere. I can't find where I've dropped it, but it's on here. So I'll just kind of file it off. All right, let's go to the next one, see if you can see how much. Kind of a big dot in the center, and then spread it around as much as we can. We want it to be even. Don't want to make bubbles. Pick this up, do a dot in the center there, and swirl it around. If your nails are short, I kind of don't go to the end because I know I'm going to hold it by the end. Put it down at this 45-degree angle. Push. I also kind of pull back on this pad of my finger so I don't get glue under that and glue the nail to my finger there. So I'm pulling this back with my thumb when I'm pushing it down, and I'm rocking back and forth. And that is it. Okay, so you just continue to do that. I'll let you watch a little bit more. Or we can speed this up, but basically you're getting the point. I'm gonna put it on my nail, then on the dash, holding it by the end so I don't put it on the end. I'm trying to show you if I get a little extra. I've gotten to the point where I've figured out like how much to use. I saw that I didn't have a lot on the ends here, so I'm spreading it out. I'm gonna go down at this 45-degree angle. This is what I mean by that. Put the cuticle down first, and I'm kind of like pushing the nail under the cuticle, pushing the dash under my cuticle like a natural nail. Now, there we go. I got a little bit on the edge right here. So once I have it down in its place, I'm gonna use this little silver sheet of paper or my stick, the cuticle pusher, to get that glue out of there. That excess glue, and you can wipe it on here or whatever you want to do. All right, so I got that. I'm gonna continue to do the rest of them. Well, sometimes it messes up. See, this is what happens when you touch it with your finger. get the glue on there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Vaseline on that, and that'll, whoops, I'm gonna kick my light. Also, I realized the mixed manicure inspiration I looked at, I used the same colors, but I put my blue in a different place, and I didn't think that would matter because I had these that only fit this finger, and I don't like it, but whatever, it's fine. But you can't, basically I'm stuck with these. I cannot take them off until these fall off, because once they're fresh on there and I put enough glue to last 2 weeks, like those aren't gonna come off. So anyway, what I want to show you now is if they're too long, which usually my index finger for some reason and my thumb are too long, you can totally clip them just like you would your regular fingernails, and it's not going to mess it up. So I just want to show you that you can do that. I can cut them and file them down as short as I would like. I'll cut them, and I'm gonna use my regular file. Just cut those down, file them down. None of that's a problem since these are not painted black. Like, it's not a strip of color. You're not gonna get, it's not like the whole thing is black, see? So it's not like it's gonna look chipped. These don't chip, so that's really nice. The only thing is if they have a special finish, like these are matte, then that could make, or like a chrome finish, maybe those could do it. But honestly, they might have changed their formula because mine haven't done that in a while. I do hate that I got my fingerprint of glue on there, so I know how you feel if that happens. So I'm just gonna clip these, make them shorter how I like them. I usually don't have to clip much. Sometimes I just file. I'm throwing things here, but I just want to show you that you can clip and file just like you would a regular nail. That's another thing that sets these apart from the like Walmart, Target brands, is they're not gonna have any kind of issues if you're filing them and clipping them. Totally fine. Okay, so I'm gonna go put a little bit of Vaseline on that, some kind of oil gel, and it will take that off. I see a little bit of glue right here. I could have moved better before it dried. So that's another thing I just look for, is I try to see if there's any glue coming around the corners. But yeah, I looked at that video. I mean, I know I sped it up for you guys, but it took me 3 minutes to apply them. Now obviously it'll be like a 10-minute process when I'm with the like prepping my nails. Also, another reason that I pull these back is because if that glue gets there and it does glue your skin to the nail, it's kind of painful. So I don't recommend ripping it off. It will come off after a couple days. It just kind of feels annoying, but if you rip it off, it'll rip that skin. It doesn't feel nice. So I sometimes just suck it up and rip it real quick like that. Ouch. But it hurts. So I usually give it a day or so, and sometimes it's not bad. You can pull it back, but if it's like a lot of glue, like this one is, see, it's gonna pull my skin there, and I don't wanna do that. But that's it, that's your 10 minutes. Let me know how it goes. If you don't get that 2-week wear, now every so often, like if I'm like having an epic car seat battle with a toddler tantrum, I'll lose one. If the longer they are, the more likely they are to catch on something and lose. So the short ones I don't usually lose, but if you lose one, I always keep my glue in my purse, in a baggie, just in case the lid came off. And I just pop one right back on. I mean, I'm also a firm believer in, like, you get what you pay for. I'm not paying $45. So are they as strong as my dip nails? No, but they're also not damaging because they're not adhered, like painted to my nail, right? So yes, I mean, so remember, for the ease of it, for the 13 bucks versus 40 something bucks, then that's awesome. And also remember, like you can mix them once they're left. Now, if you don't like the look of mixed manis, you can do like 2 colors. Like I said, this is not for everybody. I'm not even sure I like this blue. I just don't like it where it is. Anyway, doesn't matter. I could have done just the black and the leopard, and that would have been pretty. So I may in a couple days try to remove these, soak them, and put another black or a leopard there just for fun. All right, thanks for watching. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have troubleshooting. We'll try you a different size. But that is the red Aspen application.